This next video will show some other features on the website. Also will start from the beginning and zoom down and go to some of the saved features we did on the last videos. So right now I'll just start with going through the features really quick again. You have the select farm and fields, which here's the one field we've done. Just click that out of there. The search by location, county, township, and then or town. Search by latitude and longitude. We'll zoom down right to the numbers you put in. Here's the account info. You can show your financial records. Did some other fields on here earlier before, but this one in September did 156 acres. It's $1 an acre. So there's the totals I've done. You can also look on your account and change some of your names or zip codes or phone numbers, whatnot. Let's get out of that. You can reset the map back to the original, which I will do that right now and show you from what the get-go, from if you first logged into the system and wanted to get back to this field we did. That deselected that field. Under the farm editing, you still got the create farm, data management. The upload test point file are points that you have on your GPS receiver that you can mark on each zone and upload them on the site so you can see them in your zone on your map. And those would require a shape, SHIX, and DBF file, once again, like downloading a normal boundary file, and those will show the points on the zone where you soil tested or whatnot. There's make trial strips, which you can select for making a certain strip in your field for testing certain ways, but you have to have a field selected first, so I'll show you that. So now we'll go back to zooming into your field. Let's go under select farm and fields. Press zoom to select. You want to check mark that first. I'm going to go to test demo North Dakota. That'll zoom into my field, my one area. If you have some other fields in here that you added, it'll pan out to the general area of where your fields are. Select to my field, which it's already zoomed to. Like I said, if there's other fields there, it would zoom to that appropriate field. Now from here, if you want to bring up the data that we did have, you just hit the select button there, which is that little triangle. Select within the boundary of the field, and that'll pop up the saved custom analysis and maps that we made in econ reports and spread maps. Now from here, you can open these up individually by just pressing the plus button. Now there's a little icon here, and then there's the sentence that explains the name of the field. Now clicking on the icon will open up the original map that you brought up. So under the saved analysis, the icon will bring up this 12 zone that you came up with, and you can change that to what you'd want, 15 zone, and you could regenerate it as you want. Resave a new analysis of more zones or less, make a new custom zone map, create a new export, or calculate new economic data. I'll get out of that. Now the sentence here will bring up that 12 zone map on the map window itself. And if you want to take that off, you just go on under to the map layers here and uncheck it. And that's under the saved analysis. It'll come up with that icon in that window for redoing and changing that 12 zone that you had. Now under the custom image map, if you want to bring the custom 6 zone that I made, you'd it would go on the map viewer as you would press that sentence and the name of the field. So it'll show the 6 zone, custom 6 zone I made. If I want to turn that off once again, just unclick under the map layers. And if I click the icon, that window that came before will not show up. It'll go right to changing it to a different export function for a different controller, and you'll be able to go back to changing a vectorized spread map or whatnot. Now under the spread maps, if you open up just the name of it, it'll show the vectorizations just on the map window here. You can take that off also. And if you put that 6 zone map there and also on the map viewer and press the sentence, those vectorized lines will match up with the 6 zone you had. Now if you click on this little squiggly line in here, that'll bring you back out to your vectorizations, and you can change these numbers again and resave it, or add more attributes as you want, or re-email it, download it again. And when you're charged is when you create an export and vectorize your field. That's when you get charged, and it will ask you. It didn't ask on mine because I am a main administrator on the site, but for you it'll show up on there. Do you want to activate this field and be charged $1 an acre, or for some other companies we have a lesser charge, and we'll show that up as well. If you want to open up your economic data again, the only option is just bringing up the window, and you can change the ones you had saved here, resave it, create an export differently from different numbers if you want to change it, or change the amounts, crop, whatnot. We'll just exit out of that. Now here's a button where we have field data. I didn't show this before. You'll be able to put the crop, the year, we'll say 2008, we'll say beans, variety, just say whatever variety was, planting date, May 15th, harvest date, which in this video hasn't quite happened yet. So we'll just say whatever it might be. You could say October 1st, and then the yield, just say 40 bushels or so, and then you would save that. And you could put other years in there, come back up. So 2008. Or you can change it as you would want. And put what that field was in there to give you a little better explanation of what you had on that field, so you can maybe remember to compare it in comparison to the image you made. Otherwise, that's the basics of all the different tools that we have on here. If you want to go to another field and redo that, I would suggest deselecting this field, and if you want to start with a new one, reselect another boundary by going under the boundary here and clicking a different field if you have one on there. But now I'm just going to show you really quick the beginning through, go through it all again just to get a more detailed spot. If you want to go back to, say, to your field and go to a quick export early again. Choose farm. Field. I'm going to select the field. rename or delete it, I could there. Data management, upload a different boundary. I'm going to bring out my custom image 6 zone. Create export, a new export. Then I'll have to put new numbers in here. I'm just going to put nitrogen, and for nitrogen, put my rates 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 90. Save the database. Custom 6 zone. And download as a shapefile. Well, I got through the name first. Export 6 zone. And that'll go back to your computer. So if you want to go in quick, get your field in there, there you would go. And that'll bring up the field data too here. So you can resave it. Now I'm going to deselect this. I'm going to show you that you can go just as a printout if you want to just print out a quick little map layer. I put the nape background on there. I'm going to select once again, which I could have just kept it down there also. And I'll select the features from here. And I just want to see the image on the field in the background of the nape. So I'll click on the name of it, the sentence there. And that will open it up on the map viewer. And now from here, I could just probably right click it, save the image, and I could just kind of print as I want here. But I'm not going to do that right now. Sooner or later we'll have the soils in here. We'll bring up the different soil layers. Some areas might be done right now, but this area is not, where you'll see the soil layers, and you can match those to your zone. They're not up quite yet. And if there is any other questions or you want to get set up or show it to somebody else, just have to go to our site, Satshot.com, get a hold of us, email us, call us, whatnot, and we can set you up from there. And if you have any problems with the site, feel free to call and we can fix those very quickly since we're all web-based. And that should be it for now. Thank you and have a good day.